Cristiano Ronaldo's last dance, João Felix's redemption, and a golden generation of Portuguese talent that could either make history or fade into disappointment. The question everyone's asking is simple: can Portugal actually win the 2026 World Cup? In this video, we're going to break it all down, from the squad's unbelievable depth to the tactical system to the brutal competition they'll face. By the end, you'll know if Portugal really has what it takes to bring football's biggest trophy back to Lisbon. Section 1. The Legacy and the Pressure. Portugal is no stranger to big moments. In 2016, they shocked the world by winning the European Championship against France. It was the ultimate underdog story. They didn't have the most stacked squad, they didn't play the most exciting football, but they fought, they defended, and they lifted the trophy. Fast forward to the 2022 World Cup. Expectations were higher. A mix of veterans and young stars gave fans real hope. But instead of glory, Portugal's dream ended in heartbreak. They were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Morocco. For many, it felt like a wasted opportunity. Now comes 2026. This World Cup is different. It might be Cristiano Ronaldo's final chance on the biggest stage. He'll be 41 years old, and for a generation of Portuguese players, this could be the moment they prove they're not just supporting characters in European football, but true champions. The pressure is enormous, and so are the expectations. Section 2. The Squad Depth. If Portugal are going to win, it will come down to their squad, and this team on paper looks terrifying. In attack, they have options everywhere. Cristiano Ronaldo may no longer be in his prime, but his finishing, experience, and leadership still make him a weapon. Around him, there's the explosive pace of Rafael Leão, the creativity of João Felix, and the clinical touch of Gonçalo Ramos. In midfield, it gets even better. Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings, Bernardo Silva's dribbling and vision, Vitinha's intelligence, and João Palhinha's defensive steel to balance it all out. Defensively, Portugal have one of Europe's finest center backs in Rúben Dias. Alongside him, young talents like Gonçalo Inácio, plus the pace and energy of fullbacks like Nuno Mendes and Diogo Dalot. And in goal, there's Diogo Costa, still young, but already proving himself as one of the best modern keepers in Europe. Calm under pressure, excellent with his feet, and capable of game-saving stops. On paper, this might just be the deepest Portugal squad ever assembled, but as every football fan knows, games aren't won on paper. Section 3. The Tactical Edge. One of the biggest changes for Portugal came with their coach. After years of Fernando Santos' defensive approach, Portugal now has Roberto Martínez at the helm. Martínez wants attacking football. He wants his team pressing high, dominating possession, and creating chances. For players like Leão, Felix, and Bruno Fernandes, this is the perfect system. It allows creativity and risk-taking. But there's a big question. Can Ronaldo, at 41, fit into such an intense style? Will Martínez be bold enough to rotate him, or will Portugal's system bend around their captain? That tactical balance will define Portugal's World Cup run. Too defensive, and they'll waste their attacking talent. Too open, and they could collapse against giants like France or Brazil. If Martínez gets it right, Portugal won't just be competitive, they'll be deadly. Section 4. The Competition. Of course, talent and tactics are only part of the story. To win the World Cup, you need to survive 7 brutal games against the best teams in the world. Argentina will likely still have Messi, possibly in his last World Cup too. France is stacked with Mbappe, Tchouaméni, and an endless list of stars. Brazil always comes loaded with attacking firepower. England's new generation is peaking, and Spain's young midfielders like Pedri and Gavi are maturing fast. Portugal won't just need to play well, they'll need to be perfect. One slip, one missed chance, one defensive error, and the dream is over. That's what makes the World Cup so cruel and so beautiful. Section 5. The X Factors. Still, Portugal has something special, X factors that can tilt games in their favor. The first is Ronaldo's motivation. Say what you want about his age, but his hunger, his obsession with winning, and his ability to step up in big moments can't be ignored. He will do everything to carry his team one last time. The second is the youth. Leão's pace can destroy defenses. Vitinha and Ramos bring energy and freshness. These are the players who can take pressure off Ronaldo and create balance. The third is mentality. Portugal has often been labeled inconsistent. At times, they look like world beaters leaders. At other times, they collapse under pressure. If this team can stay mentally strong, trust their coach, and play as a unit, they have the tools to shock the world again. Conclusion. So, can Portugal win the 2026 World Cup? The answer is yes, absolutely yes. They have the squad, they have the experience, and they have one of the greatest players in football history chasing a final dream. But here's the truth, talent alone won't be enough. Winning the World Cup requires unity, discipline, and a little bit of luck. Portugal will need everything to align perfectly, and history shows us, sometimes miracles do happen. So I'll leave you with this question. Do you believe Portugal will lift the World Cup in 2026, or will another nation steal the spotlight? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more football stories, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Because one thing's for sure, the road to 2026 is going to be unforgettable.